Nigerians complain a lot instead of preferring solutions, Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has said that Nigerians complain a lot about the mistakes of the past, which would not solve any of the challenges bedeviling the country. He said that Nigerians should rather be more circumspect in providing solutions to the current problems, especially as God has given Nigeria all it needs to succeed. Tinubu said this on Sunday while declaring open the annual conference of the Nigerian Bar Association at the MKO Abiola Stadium, Abuja. This is also as the president said Nigeria will not sustain failed economic theory that sees to the wastage of 90% of its scarce revenue in the servicing of external debts in the midst of many development challenges facing the country. He said, "Can we continue to service external debts with 90% of our revenue? It is a path to destruction. It is not sustainable. We must make the difficult changes that are necessary for our country to get up from slumber and be respected among the great nations of the world." Tinubu, who spoke on the theme of conference, Getting It Right, charting the course for Nigeria's nation building. You know, the funny thing is that for these conferences, they will have one big title. At this point, it's probably a whole module in university for you to study. They will title it so well, thinking that they are sensible people, that they actually know what they're talking about. As per, they want to prove that they went to school. You know, Tinubu trying to prove that I went to Chicago University, even though my certificate, we don't know where it is, but I was there. You know, maybe he knocked on the door. Maybe he went to reception in the university and said that he went to university. He still went there. He was on their grounds. But I think, further reading all this, it's like you don't practice what you preach, and it's inconsistency with your words and actions. And Nigerians, I think one of Nigerians, a pet peeve I can say that Nigerians would have with their politicians is the use of big English and grammar, because it gives the impression that, oh, wow, these people are capable of solving problems that are bedeviling the nation, and they are active listeners and they are sensitive to the plight of the people. But otherwise is the case. And so with that, Nigerians are just like, and even myself reading this, I'm like, wait, what? It's like, we know your character, and reading what you know is a load of, to be fair, BS, where the things they say and how they present themselves is totally opposite. And even, we doubt if they wrote these in the first place or have a big understanding of what they mean. But anyways, a comment says, "Really? So you don't have the solution to fix Nigeria?" I laugh. Yoruba, see who you guys gave Nigeria again, thinking he can fix Nigeria as you claim you fix Lagos. You build Lagos, why complaining now? You have received your gullible tribe to vote you to power, and now most of them are committing suicide. Emilokon, now we know why you are running away from debate. You have no solution. You have fooled the Yoruba tribe again. Interesting. Well, I wouldn't say it's the Yoruba tribe only that voted for him. Whoever voted for him and whoever were the individual unseen souls that have been rigged to give him votes that we may not be able to find or locate, those ones are the ones that voted. And is it their fault? Well, obviously, yes. But also, it's, when it comes down to it, what it shows is that as much as we can blame corruption, which obviously plays a big role, when a society is given choice, right, then you can see certain things. One, if they're united or divided, and more importantly, how the people think and what the priorities are. Because if the people thought alike, and not that in any way everyone would agree on the same thing, but if there were certain factors that reflected in our society and our values, and those were, directed into our decision making when we had a choice for president, then it shows you, okay, this is the caliber of people in the country. And don't get me wrong, of course, even if 95% of the people said, okay, they would vote for someone who they thought was good, the 5% that you think some of those are bad are also a problem. But in this case, more than just the people making a choice or the illusion of choice, there are also other factors that come into play. Exactly, the Constitution, APC, and INEC. And also the politicians and the ecosystem of existing politicians, both in APC and PDP. So, we're not going to be ignorant to the fact that there were more factors than just, oh, who do you think is the best president, or who I think is the best president, or who? Nah, it's really not what, to be fair. Like, it really isn't. He made a commitment that his administration will ensure that Nigeria generates and distributes the electricity in the economy that the economy requires to thrive. You know what's funny? Isn't Nigeria giving Niger electricity? And FFK comes out to say that Nigeria should be kind, they should be loving, because of war and all that. We should not use that as an excuse not to give them, light, that they depend on us. And I'm like, interesting. So we haven't catered to ourselves, but we cater to others. Interesting. Put what I think in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.